Welcome to Rich People Club. Are you tired of setting big goals every January only to watch the months slip by with little progress? Let's be real. The traditional way of planning your year isn't working. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and it's keeping you from the wealth, success, and powerful life you deserve. But here's the good news. This video is about to change that. In How to Do More in 12 Weeks Than Others Do in 12 Months, we'll uncover a system that cuts through the distractions, builds momentum, and keeps you laser-focused on results. By the end, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to finally break free from the cycle and start building the rich, successful future you've been dreaming about. Let's get started. The problem with annual goals. Annual goals sound like a great idea, right? But here's the catch. They trick you into thinking you have all the time in the world. You start January full of excitement, but by March, that enthusiasm fades and your goals sit there untouched. It's not your fault. The problem is the system itself. Annual goals lack urgency, making it easy to procrastinate. Imagine setting a goal in January to save $10,000 by December. You might think, I'll start saving in April or May. Then life happens. Unexpected expenses, vacations, or maybe just forgetting altogether. By the time November rolls around, panic sets in. Annual goals stretch time so far that the effort gets diluted, and results never reach their full potential. A better approach? Compressing those goals into smaller chunks. Instead of aiming for $10,000 in a year, what if you focused on saving $2,500 every 3 months? That's a lot more actionable and keeps you on track. This kind of shift makes the process feel manageable and keeps you motivated. The truth is, most people aren't failing because of laziness. They're failing because their system isn't designed for success. Breaking away from annualized thinking is the first step to building wealth, gaining success, and living the millionaire lifestyle you've always imagined. But what if there's a way to make those goals even sharper and more effective? Let's talk about that next. The power of 12-week cycles. Topic 02. The power of 12-week cycles. Imagine treating every 12 weeks like a mini-year. Focused, driven, and packed with intention. This is the core idea of 12-week cycles. Instead of spreading your energy thin over an entire year, you concentrate your efforts into shorter, more powerful bursts. It's like sprinting towards success rather than taking a leisurely walk. For example, let's say your goal is to launch a profitable side hustle. With 12-week cycles, you'd break it down. In the first 4 weeks, identify your niche and create your product. By week 8, set up your website and marketing strategy. By the end of the cycle, you're generating sales. This timeline forces clarity, eliminates distractions, and gets results faster. The magic of 12 weeks lies in its psychological impact. With only 3 months to hit your target, there's no room for procrastination. Every week matters, and each day becomes a valuable opportunity to move closer to your goal. That sense of urgency pushes you to prioritize actions that generate wealth and success. But let's face it, compressing a year's worth of effort into 12 weeks isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter. What if I told you there's a secret weapon for maximizing that focus and energy? That's where the power of deadlines comes into play. Let's explore that next. The deadline effect. Deadlines are like magic wands. They turn vague intentions into actionable tasks. Think about how productive you are the day before a vacation. That's the deadline effect in action. When you set a clear, short-term deadline, your brain prioritizes what matters most, cutting through procrastination like a laser. For instance, if you're launching an online course, a 12-week deadline creates a natural urgency. You know you need to finalize the content by week 6, market it by week 9, and launch it by week 12. Without that timeline, tasks get dragged out, and the course might never see the light of day. This urgency transforms how you spend your time. Instead of scrolling through social media or getting lost in unnecessary tasks, you focus on high-impact activities. Deadlines force decisions, helping you avoid the trap of analysis paralysis that keeps so many people stuck. If you're finding this content helpful so far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Rich People Club. It's a simple way to show support and stay updated with strategies that can help you achieve success, build wealth, and live a more powerful life. Now, let's talk about the biggest obstacle holding people back: the execution gap. The biggest obstacle, the execution gap. The execution gap is where dreams go to die. It's the space between knowing what to do and actually doing it. Most people think success comes from knowledge or strategy, but the truth is, execution is king. Without action, even the best plans are worthless. Take fitness as an example. Everyone knows eating healthy and exercising leads to weight loss, yet millions struggle to lose weight. Why? It's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of consistent execution. This same principle applies to building wealth, starting a business, or achieving personal success. The good news? Closing the execution gap isn't about working harder. It's about creating systems that make execution easier. For example, if your goal is to save money, automate transfers to a savings account. Systems eliminate the need for willpower and make success inevitable. Understanding the execution gap is the first step, but fixing it requires intentional effort. How do you create those systems and bridge the gap effectively? That's exactly what we're tackling next: closing the execution gap. Closing the execution gap. Closing the execution gap starts with simplifying your goals. Instead of chasing multiple targets, focus on one or two that matter most. For example, if you want to increase your income, prioritize actions that directly lead to that result, like acquiring a high-paying skill or launching a side hustle. Another key is tracking your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to monitor daily actions. If your goal is to grow your wealth, track every dollar saved or invested. This habit reinforces discipline and gives you a sense of achievement, fueling further action. Accountability is also crucial. Find a mentor, join a group, or even tell a friend about your goals. Knowing someone is watching your progress keeps you motivated. Think of it like having a coach who pushes you to show up even when you'd rather take it easy. When you combine focus, tracking, and accountability, you create a formula for success. But what if there's an even smarter way to structure your efforts? Let's dive into the concept of periodization and how it can revolutionize your results. Adopting periodization. Periodization is the art of breaking your efforts into focused phases. It's a technique borrowed from athletes who train specific skills for short periods to maximize performance. Applying this concept to your goals can unlock incredible productivity and results. Imagine you want to build wealth. Instead of tackling everything at once, saving, investing, and starting a business, you focus on saving for the first 12 weeks. Then, in the next phase, you learn about stocks or real estate. By the end of the year, you've mastered multiple areas without feeling overwhelmed. This approach also keeps things fresh. When you focus on one skill or goal at a time, you avoid burnout and maintain enthusiasm. For instance, dedicating 12 weeks to mastering public speaking can transform your career, and by switching to a new focus after that, you stay energized. Periodization helps you build momentum by stacking victories. But for it to work, you need a clear vision guiding each phase. What does that vision look like, and why is it so powerful? Let's explore that next. Creating a clear vision for the future. A clear vision is your North Star. It's what keeps you going when the path gets tough. Without it, you're like a ship adrift at sea, aimlessly wandering. But when you know exactly what you're aiming for, whether it's financial freedom, a luxurious lifestyle, or a fulfilling career, every step has purpose. Start by asking yourself, what do I truly want? Maybe it's becoming a millionaire to provide security for your family, or perhaps it's building a business that lets you travel the world. Write it down, make it vivid, and revisit it often. A strong vision fuels your drive. Visualization can also be a game changer. Picture yourself living that dream. Feel the freedom of wealth or the pride of success. This practice doesn't just inspire you. It programs your brain to seek out opportunities aligned with your goals. But a vision alone isn't enough. You need a roadmap to get there. How do you ensure your actions today align with that future? Let's break it down next. Aligning your goals with your vision. Aligning your goals with your vision. Aligning your goals with your vision ensures every effort brings you closer to success. Start by breaking your vision into smaller, actionable steps. If your dream is to own a luxury home, your immediate goal might be saving for a down payment or boosting your credit score. This alignment also means saying no to distractions. If a choice doesn't support your vision, like spending on unnecessary luxuries, it's easier to let it go. Focus on what truly matters, like investing in your skills or building a business. Review your goals regularly. Life changes, and so do priorities. Checking in with your vision ensures your actions stay relevant. For example, if your career goals shift, your financial plans might need adjustment too. Stay flexible but focused. The stronger the alignment, the faster the results. But what if hidden barriers are holding you back? Let's uncover those personal roadblocks and learn how to overcome them next. Identifying your personal barriers. Personal barriers are like invisible walls that block your path to success. They often stem from habits, fears, or limiting beliefs. For instance, fear of failure might stop you from starting that business, or poor spending habits could be draining your wealth-building efforts. Start by identifying these barriers. Keep a journal and ask tough questions. What's holding me back? Where am I self-sabotaging? Maybe you realize you're too comfortable with mediocrity or avoiding risks that could lead to success. Once you've identified them, attack them head-on. If fear is your barrier, face it with small, calculated risks. If it's bad habits, replace them with better ones. For example, set up automatic savings to overcome a tendency to overspend. Breaking through barriers clears the way for progress. But success always comes with a cost. Are you ready to make the sacrifices required? Let's explore that next. The price of success: sacrificing comfort. Success isn't free. It demands sacrifices. Comfort is often the first thing to go. Whether it's skipping Netflix to work on your business or waking up early to hit the gym, growth requires stepping out of your cozy routine. Consider the sacrifices made by millionaires. They skip short-term pleasures to achieve long-term wealth. Instead of splurging on a new car, they invest in assets that grow over time. This mindset isn't easy, but it's essential for building a powerful future. The good news is, sacrifices get easier with practice. Start small. Trade an hour of TV for self-improvement or replace expensive coffee runs with homemade options. Over time, these changes compound into massive results. Sacrificing comfort isn't about deprivation. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. But how do you ensure these sacrifices stick? That's where daily consistency comes into play. Let's unpack that next. Practicing daily consistency. Consistency is the secret weapon of the rich and successful. It's not about doing extraordinary things once. It's about doing the right things every single day. Whether it's saving money, building skills, or investing time in your goals, daily habits are what create lasting results. Start with a morning routine. Many millionaires swear by it. Spend 10 minutes reviewing your goals, another 10 planning your day, and 10 on personal growth, like reading a chapter from a success-driven book like Think and Grow Rich. These small acts build momentum. Track your habits to stay accountable. Use a journal or an app to mark each day you stick to your plan. Miss a day? No problem. Get back on track immediately. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Daily actions build the foundation for success. But how do you tie it all together and turn your efforts into a sustainable system? Let's explore that in the final step. Implementing the system into your daily life. Implementing the 12-week system transforms theory into reality. Start by defining clear goals for your first cycle. Maybe it's saving $5,000, launching a side hustle, or mastering a new skill. Write them down and break them into weekly milestones. Next, create a plan that fits your lifestyle. Allocate time each day for focused work, whether it's an hour in the morning or a dedicated evening block. Tools like digital planners or even a simple notebook can help keep you on track. Review your progress weekly. Celebrate wins, adjust where needed, and recommit to your vision. If something isn't working, tweak it. This adaptability ensures your system stays effective no matter what life throws your way. By implementing the system, you build a life of consistent progress and success. But remember, this is just the beginning. The next step is taking action and making your goals a reality. Here's the truth. Achieving more in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months isn't just about hard work. It's about smart planning and relentless focus. If this video gave you that light bulb moment, then hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel, Rich People Club, is your go-to place for actionable steps toward the wealth, luxury, and powerful life you want. Now it's time to take action. Which step from the system will you implement first? Share your goals in the comments, and let's hold each other accountable. Remember, the future belongs to those who act today. So, what's stopping you from starting now? The rich life you've been chasing is closer than you think. If you're willing to make the leap,